Hello YouTube, it is Championdjk coming at you again with another weekly episode, and as usual, of course, I've got some stuff to show you today. Pretty decent episode we got here. Some quality items, and I'm excited to open them. So, let's get right into it. I got another box from my buddy Jay. This guy is insane. Which it's cool. He finds this weird stuff and he's just compelled to pick it up and send it to me to see me open it on the channel, and it's fine. I mean, as long as he wants to keep doing this, I don't care. I'm gonna keep sending or keep showing this stuff because the stuff he sends is just odd. I mean, it's cheap. Some of it's cheaper stuff, but that's okay. It's weird and it's fun to look at. So we got this from Hasbro, Speed Stars, Transformers. This appears to be some sort of Mustang. This is Barricade, the Decepticon. All right, so there you go. There's that. Hasbro. Weird. Stand vehicle up for robot. We'll check that out in the next segment of the video. It looks like a copyright date of around 2010, so it's kind of old. So that's cool. We got Speed Wheels. Speed Wheels. These are Maisto, right? Yeah, this is a Maisto Corvette. So we'll open that up. Then we got the Sunoco 2003 Classic Racing Team 10th Anniversary Truck. Special Limited Edition Series. Oh, Sunoco truck. Anyway, he had already sent the Viper to me, like a package with the Porsche missing, and now we got the Porsche. Now we got both of them, so we're gonna open up that as well. And then lastly, another Speed Wheels, all new styles, rugged die-cast metal Series 8. Yeah, and this is also, I believe, Maisto. It says distributed by East West Distributing, Deerfield, Illinois, made in China, but I'm pretty sure that this is definitely a Maisto casting. I'm pretty sure it is. Speed Wheels! All right, so we're going to check that out. We got that oddball stuff from Jay, and at the rate he's been sending me stuff, we're probably going to be looking at something almost every week. That's what it seems, and I'm fine with that. It's very cool. All right, so thank you again, Jay. He did write me a kind little note, too, about the channel and all that stuff, but so really cool dude. The guy, if you follow him on Instagram, he posts his like weekly haul every week, and he buys a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff. You think I got a problem? Yeah. So anyway, we've got a couple of things. I've got a Tarmac Works Lamley Group Dodge. This casting's actually really cool. I took it out of the package already. This is the Global 64 car, and I've already taken it out of the packaging, and I took some pictures of it. And I haven't edited them yet, but I did this last night, actually. I took some pictures of it, and they look really cool. I think they're going to turn out really cool. And, of course, my buddy John Lamley has just been on fire with releasing these Lamley Group exclusives. Geez, how many has he done so far this year? I mean, we did the Auto World ones. He did already a couple of Tarmac ones, right? He's been on fire with that. And he's got another Auto World one coming out that's going to be really cool. And, yeah, really neat. I need to get the Mercedes, the one that he released this year, the Mercedes one. I ordered it from an eBay seller, and they shipped me the wrong item. And then I had to ship it back, and they're like, well, we don't actually have the right one. So I'm like, well, that's fantastic. So anyway, I need to get the other one. So yeah, so I purchased this from a bud, and yeah, so pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna take a look at that. That's pretty awesome. I've got some mini GT to look at that I'm very stoked to look at. Sticking with the white car, black rim theme, we got this guy right here. Now, I snuck these out of the package and peeked at them. I didn't really take them out, but I unwrapped them so we don't have to deal with me struggling with too much packaging today. But we got the Honda Civic Type R in Championship White. Man, does this thing look clean. So there's that to look forward to. We got the Ford Puma Rally number 19. This thing looks awesome. I was super stoked when this was announced, just because it's got a rally car, it's got all that livery, and it's just a really cool thing. And then we got the Lamborghini Scion. This I'm interested to look at because I've got the poster cars of this, and I should grab that out, and we should do a little compare contrast. When the new Countach comes out in Mini GT, we may have to do that as well. Poster cars I've been a big fan of. They're not expensive. They're about, actually, I would say, Mini GTs maybe just a couple bucks more. It'd be fun to compare the quality between those two brands, because Mini GT is obviously one of my favorite brands ever. They've just exploded into this amazing thing. And like anytime I post like a elaborate looking Hot Wheels or whatever, like the Hot Wheels Elite 64 to something, a lot of comments get that I'd rather have a Mini GT. And I mean, like, that's a lot of people saying that. So they're doing a good job. And I think that's undeniable. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to open up this. We're going to take a peek at that. And then lastly, another Lambo. We got the Liberty Walk one, Aventador GT, Evo, blacked out. So got that one too. So we will look at that. And then, speaking of blacked out models, we got a car culture chase. The new race day set. If you follow me on Instagram, I posted a reel of opening up this case. Kind of chopped and edited it together. But we got the whole set here, race day, including the chase, which is super cool. So we've got, of course, all the other vehicles in the set. And we will be, of course, looking at those and opening those up. It's a pretty cool set. There's a couple in here, like the Aston Martin Vantage GTE, like this car in particular, I'm not too stoked on. The other ones, though, are pretty good. The Audi R8, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. And then this thing, the Ford Capri, this was the one that I was really looking forward to checking out. So that's a new casting. And yeah, that will be interesting to get it out of the package. Just looking at it off right away, God dang it, the wheel, I don't know, for some reason, when they put that little tiny wheel and the big wheel in the back, I mean, I know the real car, right, had some sort of proportion like that going on, but I doubt it was that different, that it would be this obvious in 164. I don't know, but we're going to take a look at that. We'll open all the race day cars up, including the chase. And then speaking of chases, we've also got boom and boom, a couple of ultra reds to look at. So these are from the latest set. This is 2023 release 3. We've got both Mopars here, the Charger and the Challenger. I've already opened, this is a brand new casting. I already opened up this when I did my unboxing of this set. So I opened up the 2 other cars of this one. When I did the unboxing of the set, so check out that video if you want to see those. I will grab them out though, might as well, so we can compare them to the Ultra Red. And then we're going to open up, of course, the 2 regular Challengers. Charger, Challenger, Challenger, Charger, Challengers. And then, it's kind of a wide body-ish thing. We can compare it to the Lamley one, the Tarmac Works one. That might be fun too. So we'll take a look at that. So we're going to open up these. And then today at Target, I just popped over there, went to Starbucks, got a coffee for the wife, and of course, boom, got this guy. All right, so this one I had mentioned in my last video, I believe. This Classic Gold Series is just now, it's 2022. 2022 release 2. For some reason, this is just like hitting Target in droves right now. And I really wanted to get this yellow one. I found it, and then it had issues, and I didn't get it. And then I saw this one today, and this one, it may not be without issues. We're going to open it up, but it's a lot better looking than the other one, so I'm like, I'm just going to grab it. So I grabbed this. So there's that. And we're going to look at that too. All right. That should be it. So what am I going to grab? I got to grab the other 2 Chargers, and then we got to grab that Cyan from Poster Cars. Flip the camera around and check out this stuff up close. But maybe I should get a thumbnail together. I neglected to do that a while back. Well, let me do this. We'll hold that like that. We'll hold this like this. Maybe throw a Mini GT up there. Just get crazy with it. And then Oh, wow. There's a lot of diecast here to look at. This should be fun. Am I flipping you off? No. I'll go like that. Yeah. All right. That's great. All right. Let's do this. Alrighty, let's go ahead and start with the weird stuff that Jay sent me. We've got this Transformers. This is a Hasbro, and C-bottom for Robot, Barricade, Decepticon, Stunticon series, 2 of 3, Speed Stars, Hasbro. Like I said, what do we got? 2010. Copyright date. Also available in the Stunticon series is Bumblebee and Lockdown. Bumblebee would be a cool one, right? It's a Camaro. And, yeah. Vehicle data. We got some vehicle data. It's got ramming power, it looks like, is one of its major strengths, and horsepower. Little blurb about Barricade, if you're not familiar with the Transformers. I'm familiar with the Transformers a little bit. More like the old school cartoon, or animated series, not cartoon, come on. And then, yeah, the movies, I watched the first, like, live-action one. I don't know if I watched any of the other ones. But here we go. We got a Mustang. So this thing's kind of neat. Plastic base. There's the robot on the bottom. So this thing doesn't actually transform. It just, you know, hey, I'm a robot now. But, you know, it's a neat little concept. It's very much Hot Wheels in construction. We've got one rivet up front. It looks like the body hooks into the back. Rolls quite well. Sort of Hot Wheels style wheels. Yeah, you know, pretty much. We got tampoed graphics. We got boom on the side, police on that side of the Transformer Decepticon logo thingy up there. And we got a red windshield, gray tires, and it's clearly a Mustang. Even though I don't think, is it actually licensed? Oh, Celine. Okay, interesting. So yeah, it is licensed in a way. It's a Celine Mustang. That's cool. So pretty neat. I don't see any Ford licensing actually though. Well, anyway, not that it matters. There you go. It's a Transformer. It's kind of cool. What do you guys think about these? Did you pick these up in the store when they were out? Looks like 2010, 2011-ish, likely. I don't remember ever seeing them. But again, I wasn't really peg hunting at that time, so who knows? All right, so the next stuff we got, I think these are really all Maisto. This is Speed Wheels. Little vet. Take a look at that. We got a plastic base riveted together. It's a Corvette. Not that great of a tooling on this one. We got graphics on the sides. We got a graphic in the front. Pretty cheap feeling. Pretty ugly wheels. And that's kind of Maisto for you. There are some Maisto castings that are actually decent. Pretty nice. This one, I don't know if I would really consider this nice. It's got no interior. That's how they cut corners there. Rolls like a dream. But yeah, there's your Corvette. There's that. And then we've got this Humvee. This looks to be pretty cool. Speed Wheels. You'll find Maisto castings released as all sorts of different brands. All sorts of different brands. I'm looking for a copyright date on the bottom of this. We like to look at that because I'd like to try to get an idea of when it came out. This is 1998. So this has been around for a while. It's kind of nice to see how these like off-brand, cheaper diecast models like hold up in the packaging when they've been sitting for years. And you know, sometimes you pull out an old Hot Wheels, you'd be excited about, I got a blister pull, and you pull it out, and then you realize it's got package rub all over the one side, and sometimes you can clean that up, and sometimes you can't. So it's kind of interesting sometimes just to pull these out of the package, check them out. It's neat to get them carded, and I know I destroy that by opening them up, but at least we document it here on the channel, and yeah, I mean, it's kind of nifty. So Oh, by the way, if you want the card Speed Wheels, it shows you a bunch of other castings, and clearly these are all, just by looking at this, they're all Maisto toolings, so it's pretty obvious like what's going on there. And it should probably say Maisto on the base, and it does. It is a plastic base, metal body, but actually a pretty cool little die-cast piece. Not a bad little tooling, and it's kind of neat. I actually got, believe it or not, I've got kind of a large Maisto collection. Some of it's kind of random. There was somebody that was selling them for, I think, $1/4 a piece, for $1, and they had a bunch of castings. And I did a video on them when I picked those up a long time ago. But it would be fun to revisit that and kind of take a look at Maisto cat. Like, there are some decent ones. There really are some cool ones. And this is kind of neat. I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about that. Do you guys ever pick up Maisto? Do you ever look at that stuff in the store? I know Walmart sells them as, like, what brand is that? Anyway, you can get them at Walmart. All right, so this one, we've already looked at this Viper in a previous episode. You can take a look at this Porsche. That's kind of the one I was really interested in, of course. So actually, I'm going to leave this one right there because we already looked at that in the previous episode. You'll have to go try to find that. But look at this guy. Pretty cool, actually. I mean, the wheels suck, but other than that, I mean, it's not bad, right? Rolls like extremely well, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. What do you guys think? It's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. All right, let's move on now to modern day diecast. Let's get the Mini GT out. We'll start with that. We're going to start with this blacked out Lamborghini Aventador GT Evo and LB Silhouette Works. Number 502, official Lamborghini licensing, TSM model. I don't have to mention it. I don't think you guys know I love Mini GT. Wait, I already did mention it in the first half of the video. Oh yeah, all right. And I mentioned it in every episode. Okay, whatever. You guys know I dig these things. They just, they really do it right. For a premium model. Now, Mio is the official distributor here in the U.S. You're going to find them in Mio exclusive packaging. There are some sellers, though, you can get them from overseas and stuff like that. And there are some sellers in the U.S. that do sell these boxed models. And I don't care whether I get them in Mio packaging or not. The reason why is because I am obviously not a carded collector. The Mio packaging does, however, come with this box, with this blister. So you do get kind of the best of both worlds with the Mio stuff. So if you want something carded with the option of keeping it loose and then having an availability of storing it, MJ Toys will give that to you. So no complaints there. I just get whatever I see that's available when it's available. So if I want this car, I get it. And if it's available in this packaging, this is what I get it in. If it's available at Mio, then I get that. Or whatever I see, that's how I buy them. I don't really care because I open everything up. If you like to keep everything carded, then obviously MJ is the way to go because they have the car outside of the box. You can see it in the packaging. So if you keep everything packaged, that is definitely the way to go. So check this guy out. Blacked out Lambo. This thing is pretty sick. And of course, with your standard Mini GT, you're going to have inserted details for headlights. Just all the details are there. And they're just amazing looking diecast. They're all metal. They always roll. I have had very, very few quality issues with my Mini GTs. Every time I purchase them, they seem to be pretty much perfect. I have had a couple in the past, but out of how many I own, which is a ridiculous amount at this point, I've really had next to no quality issues with these things. And they're beautiful. Lambo logo up front. It's kind of a matte black. And it's mean looking, and I like it. All right, moving on. We've got This guy. Take a look at this. This Honda Civic Type R. Now, normally I would not be excited about a Honda Civic Type R. It's just not. I'm not a Honda guy, Hondas are cool and all that stuff. I just, from a visual standpoint, okay, like what the car looks like, they never excite me all that much. And this is like is this the newest Type R? It's in Championship white. I mean, it does look really nice though. This is a very, very clean model. So if you're a fan of Honda and you're only collecting Hot Wheels right now, this might be one to spill you over into getting a mini GT, because it is very, very cleanly done and just looks really quite good. Yeah, very, very, very much. Look at that thing. She's beaut. Of course, it rolls really nicely. It's just mini GT, man. They just do it. They just do it right. And it just looks so good. You got the inserted details, of course, for the headlights and, of course, for the taillights. They're cleanly done. I would argue that Mini GT does the inserted headlights, taillights thing like as good as anyone else. They really do. And I'm including like Tomica Limited Vintage in that statement. Any other brand, Tarmac works, Inno 64, whatever else you can do. I know there's some, there's pop-up Chinese brands that come up all the time that seem to do amazing stuff as well. I can't comment on everything that comes out, but for the price, Mini GT, I don't know, they are bang for buck. Like, there's two brands I would really say, like, bang for buck, they're great value. One of them is definitely Mini GT, the other one being Auto World, because getting an Auto World for $6 or whatever, the detail you get with that, the quality typically you get with those is pretty darn good for the price. All right. We got this guy. So this is a Ford Puma Rally 1 number 19 M Sport Ford WRT 2022 Rally Monte Carlo winner. Congratulations on your win in 2022. 533 is the number on here. And of course, we get this ever so cool box that allows us to store the car safely should you need to do that. You can save the box, put it on display later on. You want to swap out your display cars. You have a safe place to put this thing, and that's fantastic. But look at all the detail on safety culture here. Look at this thing. It's fantastic. I'm trying to hold my hand steady as possible here, and I'm like shaking a little bit. I've had a little bit of caffeine this morning. And there's some more. And yeah. But look at that. Beautiful model. All the details are there. Man, just a fantastic looking model. This thing is, I mean, so cool. We got a little minor issue with the wheel. We got to point that out. So it's on a little bit crooked. And when you roll it, you can kind of see it. That is, oh, it's just a tire actually. So that's really easily fixable. Boom. But yeah, I'll be taking some pictures of this model for sure. I think this is super cool. I love when they do race cars of any type because it just looks fantastic. The graphics are so crisp and good with Mini GT. Like, they don't use decals. It's like printed, what appears to be, it's printed like directly onto the metal or onto the car. I don't know how they do it, but however they do it, that's the right way to do it. If somehow Hot Wheels Premium could do this, that would be so cool. I mean, I know it's got to be more expensive to do it this way, but it's beautiful. I think they do a great job. Obviously, I do. I talk about it all the time. All right, next, Lamborghini Scion FKP 37 presentation. Before we open that up, let's take a look back at our poster cars. So this was, to me, at the moment when this came out, the gold standard for the Lamborghini Scion. And I will unscrew it from the base just because the base will be part of this little compare contrast. Set that to the side. So take a good look at this model. It's done really well, right? To me it is. So all the like nitty-gritty details are there. It's got a plastic base, screwed together construction, and it does roll. Okay, so it does roll. We got side mirrors. We got what appears to be a very detailed interior. It is like you can kind of see like the tan leather type thing in there, whatever the seats are actually made out of, I don't know. And I mean, it's a good looking model. The only thing that might be maybe a nick on it, the wheels, like the color of the wheels looks a little bit weird. I guess we'll see how it compares to the Mini GT. And I don't know what the real car looks like, but it's almost like a bronze over the top of a silver. And it kind of makes for a kind of weird looking wheel. But like all the details are pretty much there. It's kind of lightweight, or it's somewhat heavy. It's metal body, plastic base again, and it does have a weight to it for that construction. But what we really want to compare it to now is this Mini GT. So the Lamborghini Scion FKP37 presentation model. And so let's pull this thing out. And there's a couple things we want to look at. Immediately, I am noticing, like just from the instant of pulling this thing out of the package, the color and the metal flake of the Mini GT, I think, looks better. Almost like there's a tighter pattern of metal flake in there, which makes it a little bit more 1/64 scale looking, you know, more appropriate for a smaller car. Size-wise, they are, it appears to be the same. The wheels, I can tell immediately, look better on the Mini GT. And there's some other details that I'm catching as well. Now, we've got like that carbon fiber look and all of the trim. You see that? You see that? It's kind of hard to see because it's small, but you see all of that? There's the tail end of it. Wow, this thing looks so cool. It's 63 up there. That's not on the other one either. This is going to have a metal base, of course. It's Mini GT. And, of course, it's going to roll. It actually rolls a lot smoother than this other one. So, wheels and tires look better on the Mini GT for sure. The tires are more low profile than on this vehicle. I mean, neither of these is a bad-looking model. Now, engine detail-wise, I don't know what the difference is, but you got the carbon fiber stuff here. And then on this one, it doesn't really have that, but it does. You can see, like, motor underneath there. The other thing that the poster cars has that the Mini GT does not is like the more detail it looks like on the interior. You get like the tan seats and dashboard and stuff like that. This is all black. Now, I don't know if that's an actual just optional thing for the car itself. I have no idea what's more accurate really, but there's that. The mirrors look better on the Mini GT as well. And of course, Mini GT does these rubberized mirrors, which are a little bit less likely to break off. Fit and finish, the paint, I'm going to say I'm definitely giving it to the Mini GT. Overall, I think I like the Mini GT model better, mostly in the color. And the overall silhouette of the car might be a little bit more accurate as well. It looks like these have like the same size wheels, front and back. Maybe the back one's slightly, oh, it is bigger. It's wider. This one, yeah, it's bigger too and wider. The difference is a little bit more noticeable on the poster cars. Kind of an interesting comparison. I didn't think there was going to be that much difference, but this model seems to sit, I don't know, it seems like it sits a little higher. This one does. And that might be because the tires are thicker. And maybe proportionately it is a little bit different. The color, though, is where it really kind of stands out to me. The color looks more accurate, I think, on this model than it does on this one. Well, I would recommend you buy them both. there's some weird thing going on in the back here. You see that that little detail right there in the back? These little, whatever that is? That is not present on the Mini GT. So there are some weird little slight differences, and I don't know if that's because this is like the presentation model, and maybe this is a model that was actually available to people. I don't really know. But yeah, and then the back, it looks a little bit different proportionately. This one looks a little bit narrower. This one looks a little bit wider. I don't know. What's more accurate, guys? I don't know, but I'm going to guess the Mini GT is more accurate just because I lean towards them. Maybe I'm a little biased, but this is a beautiful model, and they did a fantastic job. I already took really cool pictures of that other Lamborghini. I did not post them yet because I didn't edit them. And now I don't know if I'm just going to toss them and take pictures of this model. What should I do? What should I do? Well, you have to stay tuned to my Instagram to find out. All right. Let's carry on. So those are some beautiful models from Mini GT. We're going to check out one from Tarmac Works here, Global 64. This is a Lamley group. I don't know if I would say it exclusive. We'll say it's a collab model. I guess that would make more sense since it's not really exclusively purchased through Lamley. You can get them at other hobby dealers. You can get them right from Tarmac Works themselves, I believe. We've got all the official licensing on the back. All in all, very cool, and this is a really cool model. So like I said, I did already pull this out. I already took pictures of it. I just have to edit them and pick which ones I want to post. And I think they turned it out really cool. I did them with like a diffusion filter and stuff. They look, I don't know, try to get the white to kind of bloom a little bit. It's got a metal flake to it, like a pearlescent kind of color. It's got the classic like Lamley style of exclusive where you're going to have typically it's going to be a white body on black rims. That's what he likes. And I got to say, I'm a fan of that as well. So no complaints here. LB Performance, and then the Lamley logo on the back. I do also like how subtle the Lamley branding is on it, just by having that little logo on the back. And honestly, you don't need anything else in that. And then the look of the car, which is, you know, your basic white, black look. And this is metal on metal, as most of the Global 64, I think all the Global 64 line from Tarmac Works are actually metal on metal. They're very much just like Mini GT in construction. Just like Mini GT in construction, like the same. It's got, yeah, they're the rubberized kind of mirrors thing going on. A lot of the Global 64 line. Very, very similar to Mini GT. And that's why, you know, part of the reason why I really like them. I think they did a good job with this model. It's really cool. We got an inserted detail for a taillight too. Those look beautiful back there. And then, you know, your inserted details for the headlights as well. Very, very neat. Very, very well done. And yeah, I'm liking this model. I'm liking it a lot. I don't know if I'll get it in any other color. I don't know if I would ever need it in any other color. I think it looks great in this white. This pearl white. We'll have to see what else they put it out in, but yeah. Of course, the wheels are rubber, all that good stuff for those of you that didn't know, and yeah, it rolls. It rolls quite well. So that is a really cool model. Really, really cool. All right, well, we still got a lot to look at here, so we should keep moving. Let's get this Johnny Lightning out of the way real quick. We've got this Mercury Cougar Eliminator. Why do I like this casting so much? Well, it's originally an Auto World casting. Ha ha ha. So, yeah, this is limited to 12,240 pieces. Probably one of the last of the, we're going to number them, type of store releases. Actually, maybe Johnny Lightning is still doing that. I don't know. Auto World stop. When they say new castings, oh, am I missing it? Oh, no, this is the other release. This is the release up here. When these say new castings, and I think I'm missing the Ford Mustang from this set yet, they really, well, aside from that one. So these two, they mean, you know, these were actually Auto World castings originally. Auto World Deluxe models. This is one of them. This is one of my favorite ones. And I have this in the blue. Now we've got it in the yellow, and it does look pretty dang cool. So the only issue, this one's got a little bit in the wheel arch here. I don't know what that is, like a little metal flashing left behind. It's hard to see, but I can see it. I notice these things. And the other one that I saw had some paint issues, which this one does not have. That's good. These are not going to have an opening hood. They're originally deluxe models. They did not retool an opening hood. The only difference is they tooled a base. So this one has a black painted base that's metal instead of plastic. Normally it'd be plastic for the Autoworld Deluxe, and normally it would have plastic tires. Now the reason why they had to retool the base anyway is because it needed to be tooled to fit Johnny Lightning style wheels. And you can see the production date on the bottom, and then it's got a 164 dash, what is that, 021 dash JL. So it is 164 dash 021 is the Autoworld tooling number. They add the dash JL for the Johnny Lightning tooling number. And they can do that because they're, you know, run by the same company, right? So overall, this is a really good looking model. I like it quite a bit. As far as the Autoworld released Johnny Lightning models, yeah, I am collecting all of them. I'm going to get every single variation of them likely. And yeah, it is what it is. And also, I think I might apply that same logic to most of the new toolings from Johnny Lightning where they're actually making them 1/64 scale. You know, sometimes it's fun to be a completionist. Sometimes it's, you know, why bother? But sometimes it's a good time, and this would be one of those cases. We are missing a little bit of black wash here on the rim. I just noticed. See, it's all chrome, black. This one's black, and we got the little bit of black on the other ones. If I was real good at customizing and stuff like that, that'd probably be an easy fix. But I'm not going to mess with it. All right. There's that. Let's look at these guys. Version A, Version B, Ultra Red. So I guess we'll do that in logical order. We're going to start with Version A. Again, this is a 2023 Release 3. So this is the 2021 Dodge Challenger SRT Super Stock. Get that open and set that right there. This color is amazing. It's cinnamon stick, and it is gorgeous. It's kind of just like it sounds. It's kind of an orange, burnt orange color. It's beautiful. We got matte black on the top. There's the front of it. There's the back of it. Now, Autoworld's typically going to have painted details. That's where we're going to differ heavily from something like this. It's kind of cool to check scale, though. And these are the same scale. So that is nifty. There's not really much else you can really compare. I mean, this one's got side mirrors. That's another big thing with that this one's missing. Kind of a point of contention for some collectors with this particular car is that it is missing the side mirrors, which it is hard to notice unless you're really, really looking at it. But for some people, I guess it's really easy to notice. But here this is in this burnt orange color, and then we get it in pitch black in this thing. Yeah, this is good. This is real good. It's all gloss black. I don't even want to touch it because I don't want to put fingerprints all over it. But we're going to have to, right? And it's got some of that oil residue on it that you see. But it is, it's dark. Except for the interior, it's got some red seats. Here's a look at the back. We got a little bit of a paint issue. Not really a paint issue, where they got a little overspray when they were doing the tail lights. Easily photoshoppable. This thing is pretty cool. I will have to polish it up though a little bit. I can see that oil on there. So we will wipe that clean before I display it, but there's that model. And then we got the Ultra Red. So the Ultra Reds in this series, they're going to be version B, no matter what card you find it on. This is on a version B card, just happens to be, but they're not going to have, it's not going to have that black, matte black stuff that you have on the version A car. It's going to be just the red. Because this would be just the black, right? The other thing is it's going to have chrome rims, chrome interior, ultra red body, of course, and just a plain white tires, and then a plain metal base. So go ahead and pop that open. And man, the ultra red color on this new set looks really good. So you'll notice that with Ultra Reds, the color is a little bit different from release to release. It seems like they got more metal flake added to this one, and they really improved, kind of getting back to the old Ultra Red look color-wise. And this does look really good. It's a beautiful looking red. So yeah, definitely stoked to get this. Of course, my buddy Diecast picked it up for me. Classic, right? He pays me in Ultra Reds for hubbing for him here in the U.S., and I'm not complaining. All right, so there's that guy. And then the next one we were going to peek at was going to be the Charger. So I think this was version A in white. New tooling from Auto World. Black top on this one too, so the Ultra Red shouldn't have that because this is version A. And then version B was in a kind of an Ultra Red looking color, a little deeper red. Looks pretty good. It kind of rounds out their modern muscle car collection. And there we got this guy right here in this beautiful Ultra Red color. So again, version B traits because it doesn't have the black over the top. And you got your chrome, white, Ultra Red, nothing on the bottom. Oh, we should probably open a hood on one of these, right? Because just in case there's something weird going on under there. Every once in a while, Auto World will put a chase trait. Oh, man, I don't know if we're going to get either one of these open easily. Oh, that one popped. Yeah, nothing under there. I don't think anyway. Yeah. Just had to check. You got to check. But here is the Ultra Red of this. And again, man, this looks gorgeous. The metal flake in this Ultra Red looks really good and shiny. That's beautiful. That's definitely different than the last release. I'm trying to think. Like, I have a couple of the last release, and I don't remember this red popping like this, like it does on this release. Buddy Mike is works for Round 2, and every once in a while he'll comment on these videos. Mike, if you're watching, is this what we're going for with the Ultra Red color? It is beautiful and very noticeable, honestly, especially for me that, I have hundreds of Ultra Reds in my collection. This is very noticeable. This looks really, really good. So I'm digging that. So if that's how we're going in the future, thumbs up. All right. So there's Auto World. We did Johnny Lightning. What do we got left? Well, we have a whole car culture series left. And we're going to kind of blow through these a little bit. We're going to actually go backwards. We'll start at number 5. We've got the AMG Mercedes C-Class DTM touring car. We got Race Day. The packaging's pretty cool for this Race Day set. The cars are in classic. They've done it before. Like, they're all on a track following each other, kind of. So you can see parts of the other car. So this would be car number 4. Yeah, that you're seeing right here in the blur. So that's pretty neat. Back of the packaging, pretty standard. I mean, you guys, I don't know. I haven't known if these shown up at stores yet. It seems like hobby dealers got these before stores this time. And it's weird how that works. Sometimes that is the case, and sometimes that is not the case. Like, stores will get them way before hobby dealers will, and other times hobby dealers get them way before stores. I definitely prefer it where hobby dealers get the stuff first. And I don't know what determines that distribution. I have no clue. But I like when hobby dealers get them first. Well, mainly because I get my stuff from hobby dealers instead of trying to hunt it down in stores. So I like having it first. The other reason why is it gives the small guys a chance to really sell stuff before, your big box stores. And you can have a principle about that if you want. I don't really care that much about it, but I do think it's cool when that happens. But this is neat. This looks good in yellow. Yellow plastic spoiler. That's maybe a little bit, it sticks out a little bit, literally and, both in shape and color. Yeah, not bad. Graphic-wise, I mean, it looks pretty good. You got that standard dot matrix kind of printer tempo thing going on, however they do it. And it is what it is. I complain about it every time, and I will just continue to complain about it because why not? Ford Capri, GR Group 5, Team Ford. This one you can see the blur of the yellow car in the background. I don't think you get it. Do you get a preview of the other one? Oh yeah, right there, the Audi, right there. So the packaging is clever. I think they did it with the last race day set too. So this is pretty cool. Kind of wish this one was the Chase, to be honest. Like they did a Chase version of this. Now, graphically, dot matrix stuff, it's there, but it's not as bad. Like this set seems to be somewhat of an improvement. I don't know why. Is it because... So these are made in Thailand. I thought there was something where they like move production facilities for some of this stuff. It looks pretty solid. Like I don't... you can see it right there in the lighter blue. In the darker blue, it's not as obvious. This is actually looking pretty darn good. Ford credit. This is a really cool model, actually. I really do like it. It's got a super silhouette look to it. It's really cool. All right, I'm digging that. Audi R8 LMS. Wait, look at the card art. There's the Capri. And yeah, you got some of the Aston Martin, I think, right there. Let's open up that. And check that out. All right, so... Okay, so you can see... Yeah, dot matrices. You got to really look at it, though. Are they improving? I don't know. This set seems to be better, though, than a lot of them have been. Rolls really good. Of course, it's a Hot Wheels. Not a model that I'm super excited about, but this actually does look pretty darn good, I will say. Pretty cool. All right. We'll take that to the side, and then we got the Aston Martin. So this one's my least favorite in the set. Nothing about it really... I don't know. You can't see the Porsche at all in the packaging. Pop that out. Yeah, I just don't really care for the look of this car. The color, it's a little bit wild. Proportionately, just the way this car looks, something just looks wrong. I don't like it. I don't know if it's just because I don't like the actual car, if I just don't like the Hot Wheels version of it. I don't know enough about what the actual car looks like. I've never seen it in person, obviously, so I just don't know. Something about it looks squashed. It just doesn't look... Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't really like it. That's me. It's my opinion, right? And you guys can disagree. All right. This thing looking pretty cool. Porsche 935. So here's your standard issue model. 1 of 5. You can see the Aston Martin in the back there. And the Audi as well. Pretty nifty. Let's open this up. So this is your regular non-chase version of this model. In this pretty cool looking purple. KW suspensions livery. And it looks pretty neat. I don't know. I'm digging it. It's a good looking racing model. Now you can see the dot matrix is ever so present in this one, unfortunately. Like you can definitely see that. Some noise in the image. So that's unfortunate, I guess. I got some weird rub here going on the window piece as well. I might pick up a second one of these if I can find it at like a Target or something. I might scoop up another one of these, maybe to replace this model, just to see if it's a little better. The only reason why, the thing that's bugging me is this cloudiness right here back in the window, and then, I don't know, something just looks real sloppy there. Overall, the model's pretty cool. I dig that. And then, of course, it was really nice to just score a chase in the case. Now, some people argue that this is a boring chase, and they don't like it because it's not an actual blacked-out model of this one. I don't know what was involved in the decision for that. Maybe it was a licensing issue. I don't know, with K&W suspensions. That is a real livery, right? Well, I guess the way to tell, yeah, it does have the licensing, right? I don't know. But maybe that's why. I don't know. But I think it looks cool. The 75th anniversary of Porsche, right? I think that's what that is. And then all blacked out. It's kind of like the mainline model in all black. I don't know. All I'm saying is I'm not complaining that I got it in the case. That's pretty awesome. So, oh yeah, the packaging. Yeah, they did just change the rendering of the model, so you do still see the other cars in the background. I was curious about that. And here is our Porsche. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I'm digging that. Again, I mean, it's amazing to get the chase model in the case. Don't have to worry about it. I've got it. And as usual, now, yeah, as usual. So, and of course, it's not without an issue. Now, I'm going to say this. If you guys open these black chases up, every single one of mine, I think every single one of mine, most of them have some sort of paint problem. And where there's bare metal showing. All of my black chases have something like this going on. It seems like they are the paint, whatever they're using here, does not stick to the Zamac all that good. It's going to be interesting to see what happens to these cars as they age. This is a red flag. It really is. You've got basically a chip in here straight out of the packaging. I didn't do that. I just opened it. It's right there. And my Skyline's got an issue like that. All of my chase models have had some sort of little chippy somewhere where you can see exposed metal. It's on the exhaust too. See, I don't think that's silver painted. That is an actual, like, you can feel it that it's metal. And I could literally, with my fingernail, I could probably scrape off more. We're not going to do that, obviously, but that's too bad. But that's it's been for all of them for me. And maybe I just have horrible luck / good luck because I pulled it out of the case. But everyone I've opened has had something. That kind of makes you want to keep them carded almost. But it is what it is, I guess. So there's that. I think maybe my Volvo. That's the only one I think that I have that I can't remember having any issues straight out of the package. So take that for what you will. All right. That's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching. This is a long one. I know it. And I apologize. Not really, but whatever. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Thanks again for watching. You guys have a great, excellent day. And, we'll see you in the next one.